Greetings from Flagler, Florida. Once again, folks, it's your friend here at Games Wild Elf 26 channel, folks. If you're a retro pop culture fan, a retro gamer, and if you enjoy cosplay, then Games Wild Elf 26 is the channel for you guys. Remember, Games Wild Elf 26. All right, as you folks know, it's another walk-in rant, and we'll probably go over one or two additional topics. As you know, it's not about the video quality, folks. No siree, it's not about the video quality. In a walk-in rant, it's about the conversation, the different spot-of-the-moment things that come to mind, and then I share them with you, and then you share your input in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed, well then use this time to do that now. All right, folks. So let's get this into position for the walk and rant. Sorry about the alarm. All right. So we're here, wonderful month of May in the year 2026. Sorry about that alarm. It's always busy around here. As far as a lot of car accidents, and it being a retirement state, there's a lot of retirees with basically a lot of health problems. A constant humidity factor as well, which keeps all the viruses in the air quite healthy for longer periods of time than they need to be. And you couple that with the fact it's mostly retirees, well, you got this wonderful recipe for happenings. And the more and more people that keep migrating to Florida from the other coastline and parts unknown, it adds to the congestion of the already chaotic traffic down here. I remember for a while, Orlando had the worst drivers in America. And the way they decided that was it had the highest pedestrian fatality rate in the country. Well, pedestrian fatality rate, that means that people were running over people. Yep. So it's kind of like that t-shirt and sometimes a bumper sticker that says, if you don't like my driving, stay off the sidewalk. Oh man, yeah, it must have been a doozy of a car accident. They're sending multiple ambulances and a couple of fire trucks. Yeah, a rare moment indeed. Wasn't expecting that when I started the walking rant. There's some more coming. All right. Here they come, here they come. All right. Oh, he's hauling ass. Look at back. There he goes. All right. Well, let's hope that whoever's involved will make a nice, swift recovery thanks to the efforts of the very fast, attentive emergency first responders. All right. Oh, we got more coming. Wow, must have been big. And you know, I can't tell if this is blood on the sidewalk or not, but yeah, here in good old Flagler, Florida, folks, Central Florida, East Coast side of Central Florida. We have a Gulf Coast side too, for those not paying attention. Sorry, folks, all these alarms are throwing me off on the topics I was supposed to be going into. Alrighty, that's the third ambulance. Yeah, like I said, you know, it's an interesting bag of worms in Central Florida, folks. So anyway, yeah, retro games and cosplay. If you've seen a lot of the videos on my channel, and I'm talking about videos, we also have those tiny little videos that are called shorts. And I think a lot of newcomers to YouTube because YouTube has been doing strange things with how they're recommending videos. Well, they've been recommending the short videos left and right, but almost not recommending any of the long format videos. I think YouTube is trying to imitate, and a very shabby job at trying to imitate, TikTok. YouTube doesn't need to be TikTok. Long video content is one of the main reasons people bother with YouTube. And I don't think the higher-ups in YouTube realize that that's the important feature. All right. Now, let's find some train of thought out of all the chaos that just occurred. But yes, if you check my older videos, you'll see some of my cosplays and Halloween edition stuff and things of that nature. I'm a huge Disney fan too. But I was born in Florida, and so Disney World is in Florida. When I was younger, you know, like a lot of kids, well, I was a sketch artist very young, and you know, I always entertained the notion that one day I might get a job in the animation section at Disney in some form or factor. You know, as a kid, I never would have had a view into the future about how AI was going to reduce workforces at Disney and stuff. That's sad. That's a complete heartbreak and that type of thing. I hope whatever kind of jobs you guys do, that it's something close to what you wanted to do, or that you have a lot of time off your jobs for your hobby passions, whatever that may be. Most of my viewers, it's retro pop culture, 80s, 90s kind of stuff. Definitely video games, retro video games. I'm a retro gaming elf, folks. Wild Elf 26, you know. And my current channel, Games Wild Elf 26, is a continuation. I had a previous channel. It used to have almost 200 followers. I was getting close to around the 200 area. And then I had a snafu with my device. I couldn't get reconfirmed as myself for my YouTube channel, so I had to start this channel. And this is the continuation. All my current new video format, everything will only be on this channel. And I've left some messages on my old channel to divert traffic to the new channel. But it's basically a maroon channel. It's a dead channel. My previous channel was called simply Wild Elf 26, and it was spelled W-Y-L-D instead of my current spelling. But yeah, you can check that out too. Look at my older stuff. I had some interesting cosplay related stuff there. A lot of product, gameplay, a couple controller reviews, that type of thing. And I've continued that spirit onto this channel. And sorry folks, this walking rant's gotten a little longer winded than I wanted to. And we haven't even broached a topic yet. I think we briefly talked about YouTube changing its algorithm too much and hurting how it recommends videos. I do have a good dose of short videos, and if you go to the bottom of my list, really go way down to the bottom, that's the early part, and then you gradually come up from that looking at the videos, and you get a better idea of Games Wild Elf 26 channel. So I hope that is helpful in some form or fashion. Okay, but retro gaming. Yeah, I noticed a lot of collections have been released on some of the current machines, and I don't really mess too much with the current machines, but one thing I did notice a good while back, was they had released Super Mario RPG, a very collectible SNES game. They had released it on the Nintendo Switch. A re-release or a remaster, whatever they want to call it. But the problem with that was they were selling it at the same price that the used value of the old Super Mario RPG cartridge cost. Well, the Switch version costs the same brand new. So that kind of boggles the mind. And the cartridge value of the old game on the Super NES cartridge, well, those prices didn't adjust. They didn't go down any. So they re-released it on a new format, and the old format value, for some reason, was not affected. And that makes no sense. If you're a gamer and you know how this stuff kind of works, that doesn't make any sense at all. It should have affected the original cartridge. It should have dropped it at least, $18 in value or something, but no. So it's very strange. Tell me what you guys think of that. Tell me if you think certain resellers might be kind of collaborating and maybe helping certain prices stay at unusual values. Because I know that Nintendo company doesn't care about previous retro games as far as the collectible used ones. They want to get rid of those. They don't even want them around anymore. They only want you to buy their stuff for the newest machines. And if they can, they're trying to push the whole thing over to digital only, for that BS proposal, you will own nothing and be happy. That's ridiculous, where people are essentially just renting software instead of owning actual games. And then if they have some foul up with some third-party game developer involved in a game, well, they can just, while you're connected to the internet, they can at some point in time just reach in and totally delete your game without so much as a excuse me, thank you. So yeah, that kind of sucks, especially if you paid something in the ballpark of $55 or $70. They just take it away and they don't give you none of your money back. That's pretty bad. But hey, that's the kind of business they want to do nowadays, That's why physical media is more important than ever, folks. Make sure you keep the value up to date on your physical media. Check what the values are frequently. And make sure it's in good condition. And trade with people that are respectful and try to give you proper value on things as well. All right, guys. You have a great one. Let me know what kind of cosplays you like, and if you enjoyed any of my cosplays in all my channels. Have a great one. May the Triforce bless you all.